I had a dream. Tuesday, November the 19th, 2025. I woke up from this dream at 5:30 a.m. I remember a little girl being in the comfort of her room. She looked to be about around 9 years old. I remember hearing a voice of a man telling her to leave the room. I remember the voice of a man telling her that she was going to be punished. But I can't remember exactly how he said it. But I knew that however he said it, he was telling her that she was going to be punished. The voice was very loud. It appeared as though the voice was coming from a light from up above high to my left that I could see out the corner of my left eye. The little girl was scared when she heard this voice, and she looked up at the light from where the voice was coming from, which was to her right. I don't remember what she did, but I had a knowing that she thought she had got away with what it was that she had done, and was surprised and shocked that she didn't get away with it. She was in trouble. I can't describe her room, but it was very weird looking and very cluttered. It didn't have a door on it, and everything was exposed. I heard the voice of this man tell her, "You know the scriptures." I was even getting afraid at this point. She seemed to be very comfortable in her room, and as she started to leave as he told her, the room started falling apart. Stuff was falling down. I can't explain what stuff because I don't know. I think she thought the room was very well put together, but it wasn't. And when she left the room, it started falling apart. When I woke up, I was trembling. I started to talk to the Lord, and I started thinking about how this dream was not just for the children, and how I too need to examine myself and work out my own salvation with fear and with trembling. And also how the children have to work out their own salvation with fear and with trembling. And how I remember Pastor Horian saying this past Sunday in church service, November the 16th, 2025, how the children cannot rely on their parents for their salvation, and how they have to work out their own salvation with fear and with trembling, and how their parents have to work out their own salvation with fear and with trembling. Ephesians 6, verses 1-3. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise, that it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on the earth. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 18 and 19. And thou shalt do which is right and good in the sight of the Lord, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest go in and possess the good land, which the Lord swore unto thy fathers, to cast out all thine enemies from before thee, as the Lord hath spoken. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 13. And there is no creature hidden from his sight, but all things are naked and open to the eyes of him to whom we must give an account. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 15. For we do not have a high priest who cannot sympathize with our weaknesses, but was in all points tempted as we are, yet without sin. Isaiah 24, verse 3. The land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for the Lord has spoken this word. Isaiah chapter 24, verse 15. Wherefore glorify ye the Lord in the fires, even the name of the Lord God of Israel in the isles of the sea. Brother Elvis's lesson, he taught on Sunday, November the 16th, 2025. In Children's Church, it was titled, Do the Right Thing. This wasn't a coincidence.